Can you climb 3 flights of stairs without holding onto the handrail? Can you imagine still being able to walk with your grandchild in the park without fearing a fall, even well into your 80s? This is not a dream. This is a completely achievable goal if you understand your body correctly. I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a specialist in geriatric nutrition with over 20 years of experience in restoring mobility for older adults. Throughout my career, I've helped thousands of patients regain strong, stable legs, even when they thought it was too late. And the remarkable thing is, no prescription drugs, no complicated physical therapy required. The truth is, your legs are not weakening simply because you're aging. They're weakening due to a deficiency in a group of essential nutrients, and most doctors never check for it. 91% of seniors have at least one serious deficiency and are completely unaware of it. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 6 essential vitamins that can restore leg strength, even at age 90. Many people believe that simply exercising regularly is enough to keep their legs strong. But in reality, thousands of my patients continued to grow weaker, even though they walked diligently every day. Why? Because exercise cannot be effective if your body lacks foundational micronutrients. Taking a daily multivitamin may seem like a solution, but most of them are the wrong type, the wrong dose, or poorly absorbed by the body. After age 60, the body's ability to absorb nutrients declines significantly. Specifically, older skin produces over 70% less vitamin D from sunlight compared to younger skin. This is a key vitamin that activates fast-twitch muscle fibers and supports balance. In addition, many commonly used medications, such as acid reducers, blood pressure drugs, or metformin for diabetes, quietly deplete levels of vitamin B12 and B6, 2 nutrients essential for neuromuscular function. The result? Even with consistent physical activity, the legs continue to weaken day by day due to a lack of deep, cellular-level nutritional support. Vitamin D is one of the most important factors in maintaining muscle strength in older adults. Especially fast-twitch muscle fibers, the type responsible for balance and reflexes when stumbling. Without enough vitamin D, the body enters a low-power mode, making movements like standing up, climbing stairs, or keeping pace feel heavy and sluggish. After the age of 60, the skin's ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight decreases by more than 70%, even if you spend time outdoors. As a result, most seniors fall into a state of deficiency without realizing it. Natural sources of vitamin D include salmon, eggs, especially the yolk, and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. However, what few people know is this: vitamin D requires fat to be effectively absorbed. Taking a D3 supplement with plain water is nearly useless. Instead, it should be paired with healthy fats such as olive oil, avocado, vitamin B12 to optimize absorption and maximize its muscle rebuilding benefits, signals between the brain and the muscles, particularly in the legs. When the body is deficient in B12, the signals from the brain to the legs become delayed, leading to slowed reflexes, a higher risk of tripping, and a sense of unsteadiness while moving. Many older adults assume this is just a normal part of aging. But in reality, it's the nervous system experiencing a communication breakdown due to a lack of vitamin B12. Notably, several common medications, such as acid-reducing drugs for the stomach, diabetes medications like metformin, and some blood pressure drugs, can severely impair B12 absorption. Foods rich in B12 include beef liver, salmon, eggs, yogurt, and fortified nutritional yeast. However, after the age of 60, the body's ability to absorb B12 through the digestive system significantly declines due to reduced stomach acid. Therefore, older adults should prioritize using sublingual B12 tablets, which dissolve under the tongue and absorb directly into the bloodstream, bypassing the digestive tract. This method significantly improves neuromuscular reflexes, enhances balance, and increases the agility of the legs in daily activities. Vitamin C not only boosts the immune system, but also plays a crucial role in building and maintaining the collagen network, the biological glue that connects muscles to tendons and bones. When vitamin C is deficient, these connections become weakened, reducing the ability to transmit force from the muscles, which leads to sensations of leg weakness, shakiness, or instability when standing up. In addition, Vitamin C is involved in the synthesis of carnitine, a molecule responsible for transporting fatty acids into the mitochondria to produce energy. Thanks to this process, your legs can kick into gear quickly when you begin to move. Rather than feeling heavy during the first few minutes, the best sources of vitamin C come from fresh foods such as red bell peppers, strawberries, kiwi, and broccoli. However, since vitamin C is water-soluble and easily broken down, it's important to divide your intake throughout the day, morning, noon, and afternoon, to maintain stable blood levels. This strategy helps support tendon and muscle health continuously, while also sustaining steady energy levels for flexible and active leg movement throughout the entire day. Vitamin E functions as a shield against oxidative stress, the primary cause of muscle damage and degeneration over time. Every time you move, especially when engaging your thighs and calves, muscle cells produce free radicals, molecules that damage cells. If not neutralized, these free radicals can weaken muscles, causing fatigue and reduced endurance. Vitamin E, particularly in its gamma-tocopherol form, has the ability to protect mitochondrial membranes in muscle cells, the very site where energy is produced for physical activity. Natural food sources rich in vitamin E include almonds, sunflower seeds, avocado, and olive oil. However, to maximize its protective effect on muscles, vitamin E should be combined with selenium, a mineral found abundantly in Brazil nuts. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts per day provide sufficient selenium to activate the antioxidant enzyme system known as glutathione peroxidase, which helps regenerate vitamin E within the body. This combination forms a dual shield that protects muscle tissue, enhances energy production, and helps keep the legs of older adults strong, resilient, and dependable during daily movement and physical activity. Vitamin K, especially in its K2 form, acts as a traffic controller that directs calcium to where the body truly needs it, into the bones and muscles. Without sufficient vitamin K2, calcium can easily go off course and deposit in the wrong places, such as artery walls or soft tissues, leading to arterial calcification and impaired mobility. While K1, found in leafy green vegetables, primarily supports blood clotting, K2 is essential for activating proteins that transport calcium into muscle and bone tissue, strengthening both the skeletal structure and muscle contraction ability, especially crucial for the legs and balance control. Foods rich in vitamin K2 include natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses like Gouda, chicken liver, and other fermented foods. For individuals taking blood thinners, such as warfarin, it's not necessary to completely avoid vitamin K. Instead, it is critical to maintain a consistent daily intake to prevent interactions with medication. Doing so helps support stronger muscles and bones, reduces the risk of falls,
Vitamin B6
and promotes
is a
greater
vital link in the
independence
process
and
of
agility
muscle
in
building
movement
as
and
you
energy
age.
production. Especially for individuals over the age of 60. It activates more than 100 enzymes involved in protein metabolism, allowing the body to efficiently utilize dietary protein to rebuild and maintain muscle mass. Without enough B6, even adequate protein intake cannot be properly converted into muscle, a silent factor that contributes to weak legs and slow recovery after physical activity. B6 also plays a critical role in converting glycogen into glucose, a quick energy source for muscles, particularly essential during the first few minutes of standing up or beginning to walk. A deficiency in B6 can lead to heavy legs, delayed reflexes, and even nighttime leg cramps. Foods rich in B6 include baked sweet potatoes with the skin on, chicken thighs, and bananas paired with almond butter. This combination with healthy fats can increase absorption by up to 30%. An important note: medications such as acid reducers, blood pressure drugs, and oral contraceptives can deplete B6 levels in the body. Therefore, older adults should actively replenish B6 through a consistent and well-planned diet to support muscle strength, coordination, and energy throughout the day. A well-balanced diet, timed correctly and composed of the right ingredients, can activate the entire leg muscle system effectively, even well into your 70s. In the morning, prioritize vitamin D and B12 with a simple meal of sunny-side-up eggs, leafy greens, and berries like blueberries or strawberries. Drink a glass of warm lemon water and sit by a window for 10 minutes to support vitamin D synthesis from sunlight. Midday is the ideal time to boost vitamin C and E. Have a salad with red bell peppers, roasted almonds, and pan-seared salmon drizzled with extra virgin olive oil. This is the body's peak activity period, requiring high energy and antioxidant protection. In the evening, focus on recovery with vitamin K and B6 through a meal of roasted chicken thighs, broccoli sautéed in olive oil, baked sweet potatoes, and a slice of aged cheese. To enhance absorption and overall nutrient synergy, rotate food sources daily. For example, replace salmon with eggs the next day, to avoid nutrient adaptation, and maximize the intake of complementary micronutrients. Many older adults do not realize that seemingly normal signs are actually early warnings of declining leg muscle strength. If you feel tired after walking for less than 5 minutes, even though you used to go shopping or exercise regularly, this is not simply fatigue from aging. It could be a micronutrient deficiency directly affecting muscle and neuromuscular function. Another common sign is a loss of balance. Even when your muscles still appear firm, this often stems from disrupted signaling between the brain and leg muscles, typically due to deficiencies in vitamin B12 or K2. Additionally, nighttime leg cramps, a tight sensation in the calves during sleep, or difficulty standing up from a chair without momentum are all early indicators that your leg muscles are not responding as quickly or effectively as they should. Do not ignore these symptoms. This is a golden window of opportunity to adjust your diet and supplement the right nutrients before you lose 30 to 40% of your functional strength. Losses that become significantly harder to recover if left unaddressed. Martha, 85 years old, was once a lively and active woman until she suffered 2 falls within just 3 months. After that, she became afraid to move and had to rely on a walker for all her daily activities. Doctors diagnosed her condition as normal aging and advised her to limit movement to avoid further risk. However, after conducting a nutritional assessment and micronutrient testing, we discovered that Martha had severe deficiencies in vitamins D, B12, and K2, key elements for neuromuscular function and leg strength. She began a plan to supplement 6 essential vitamins through her daily diet, paired with the correct timing and dosage appropriate for her age. Within just 6 weeks, Martha was able to abandon her walker. By week 12, she was walking 1 mile per day without assistance and even climbing stairs to visit her granddaughter's bedroom, something she hadn't done in 5 years. Martha's story is not a miracle. It is the result of targeted, timely, and correctly applied micronutrient supplementation, something many older adults have never been properly guided to do. The strength of your legs doesn't begin in the gym, it begins with your daily meals. The right nutrition, combined with practical knowledge, forms the foundation that separates a dependent old age from an independent one. Many people exercise diligently yet still suffer from weak legs, poor balance, or frequent cramps. The reason is that their bodies are lacking essential micronutrients that no one is checking for. Exercise can only be truly effective when your muscles are properly nourished from within. That's why you need to pay close attention to 6 key vitamins for leg health: D, B12, C, K2, and B6, alongside a consistent, well-balanced eating routine. You don't have to change everything at once. Simply start with a complete breakfast, a colorful salad, or a dinner that includes sweet potatoes and leafy greens, and you'll already be making a difference. Take action today, because every steady step you take is a step toward freedom, independence, and dignity, priceless values in the later years of life.